up to cheer for Amchi Mumbai. Yes, it's me, and no, it's not cricket. But it's the same energy. It's not between the runs, but the laps. It's not between two teams, but many to come. It's not just between the players, but also their machines. Sweat, not in the jerseys, but in their gears. It's about the race this time. Show up to cheer for Amchi Mumbai. Yes, it's me, and no, it's not cricket. But it's the same energy. It's not between the runs, but the laps. It's not between two teams, but many to come. It's not just between the players, but also their machines. Sweat, not in the jerseys, but in their gears. It's about the race this time. Show up to cheer for Amchi Mumbai. Yes, it's me, and no, it's not cricket. But it's the same energy. It's not between the runs, but the laps. It's not between two teams, but many to come. It's not just between the players, but also their machines. Sweat, not in the jerseys, but in their gears. It's about the race this time. Show up to cheer for Amchi Mumbai. Yes, it's me, and no, it's not cricket. But it's the same energy. It's not between the runs, but the laps. It's not between two teams, but many to come. It's not just between the players, but also their machines. Sweat, not in the jerseys, but in their gears. It's about the race this time. Show up to cheer for Amchi Mumbai. Yes, it's me, and no, it's not cricket. But it's the same energy. It's not between the runs, but the laps. It's not between two teams, but many to come. It's not just between the players, but also their machines. Sweat, not in the jerseys, but in their gears. It's about the race this time. Show up to cheer for Amchi Mumbai.
Welcome back for the final race of the weekend. Nikita is in a very impressive pole position. He could also cause problem for Kimi Antonelli, who is leading the championship. But all eyes will be on Taylor Bana to see if he could keep the championship alive. 在迪拜的最后一个比赛周的比赛当中呢，会看到由 Nikita 呢从头位发车，同时呢 Kimi Antonelli 和 Taylor Bana 也在争夺总冠军的位置。他们今天会有怎么样的表现呢？让我们拭目以待。现在先交还给我们的解说间 ，Back to you guys.
A fascinating battle progressing here in the Formula Regional Middle East Championship. It is race 12 of 15 and a very pivotal one as far as the championship is concerned. Dubai Autodrome for the 6th race of the season on this circuit, the 12th race of the year, the 3rd race of the weekend, and there could just be a champion made this afternoon. It could happen. I'm Jake Sanson. You're looking at the Dubai Autodrome track map circuit, and it's the 6th race of the year we've held on this phenomenal race circuit. The last one of the year, the last visit on this fantastic circuit with its peaks and troughs, its elevation changes and its camber switches through median corners, and a fabulous race circuit that has already given us plenty of drama and entertainment. We have had victories from 5 different racers across the 5 races we've held on the circuit so far this season. Dino Beganovic, Nikhil Bora, Mari Boya, Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Pepe Marti. Who's going to win the 6th? We're about to find out. Let's go for a run around the circuit on board with Andrea Kimi Antonelli, who managed to get the pole position time in qualifying. Down the straight in full throttle pace and heading up towards this first corner. You take it in 3rd, try and carry as much speed through the turn as possible, catching a little bit of curb on the way through, then back up through the throttle and guiding it in 4th gear round turn 3. Trying to hug the apex of the turn as you make your way through into the next chicane. You can carry the first apex in 5th, then drop a gear as you hold this long tight right. Then drop a couple of gears to hug the curve of the apex in 2nd. Back up the throttle once again and then up to the hairpin. You've got to carry this car through 3rd gear as you try and get a little bit more of the banking to coax the car up through the speed. Then down the back straight. This is where the car really hits its stride through acceleration, hitting almost 6,000 revs on the way up towards the final section of the course. This is the fastest point on the race circuit. Then you start to hit the brakes just beyond the 100-meter board. Then you go down to 2nd gear to try and hug the curb on the inside line of the radius of the apex. Then up through the gear again into 3rd as you climb up through the left-hander, dash of curb on the right side, and then brake, change down, 2nd gear. It's a climb as you turn through the undulation of the right-hander, and it really does hit you in the back when you get over those bumps. Back on the throttle again, hug the right side of the circuit, up to 5th gear on the approach to the long sweeping left-hander, which is a very tight one. You have to be very careful on approach. 3rd on the way in, drop it down to 2nd, coax the car back out, tight entry, wide apex, tight correction. Then 3rd gear into the penultimate turn as you head down to the final corner, and then you brake and change down once again through 2 corners to take it through. If you can take it in 3rd gear, you might carry a little bit more speed, and then off onto the straight again. A fabulous race circuit, and it will always provide drama. The race from earlier on definitely gave us pause for thought as Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Taylor Barnard were trying to keep their title aspirations on track. But Pepe Marti had other plans. He wanted to win going away. As Lorenzo Flusha battled with Aidan Neat to the first corner, there was a fascinating battle right from the outset as the competitors gave us plenty of drama from the outset. There were some good battles further back from Rafael Camara and Andrea Kimi Antonelli as they wanted their taste of the action. But there was a problem further back as Giovanni Mascio and Niels Kuhlen connected at the end of the opening first lap. And with those two out of the race, fortunately no safety car was needed. But Kirill Smal was ready to battle anybody, even if it was his own stablemate. Rafael Camara learnt that the hard way, not once, but twice. There were some big challenges though, as Nikita Bedrin found his way through on the inside line to challenge Tim Tramnitz, and then would try the same moves later on in the race. Taylor Barnard would get his elbows out in his bid to move forward, perhaps getting a little bit wider than necessary at times. But the challenges came from all four corners of the race circuit. Mari Boyer putting himself into the battle at times as well. But in the closing stages, it was always going to be Andrea Kimi Antonelli scoring as many points as he could squeeze out of the race, squeezing Tim Tramnitz off the road in the closing stages. And then Kimi Antonelli's teammates would collide. Kirill Smal and Rafael Kamara. Exit stage right, the Brazilian. Bedrin and Neat would collide on the final lap, which gave Pepe Marti and Lorenzo Flusha an unchallenged run to the victory. Taylor Barnard inheriting third, Antonelli inheriting fourth. The gap is 51 points with 75 available. Could be a fascinating charge through to the final four races of the season. So a sweet victory for Pepe Marti, but this man, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, sits on the crest of history. There's 100 points left this season, 75 in Yas Marina, but if he wins the race today, he could be champion. We'll talk more about that later as we speak to Nikita Bedrin in pole position on the straight with Feline Wang.
Hey Nikita, after the problem in the end of race 2, are you still confident to turn the pole position to a win?
Yeah, of course I'm confident. The speed was really good before, considering that I was on old tires and all the cars in front had new tires. So yeah, looking really confident. The speed in the race was good, so nothing to worry about.
Good luck with the race. 那刚刚我问到 Nikita 呢，因为他在上一场比赛当中呢，在最后呢出现了一点小的事故。那他也提到呢，他很有自信，因为他现在的速度非常的快，而且呢，他今天呢虽然之前是使用的旧胎，但是速度依然的非常的快。那现在呢，他换到了一套新胎，也相信会有一个好的表现。So also for your information, Jake, now Nikita is on a whole set of new tires. Back to you guys.
Great to hear from the pole sitter Nikita Bedrin, clearly soaking up the pressure of starting from the front of the grid. That won't be an easy situation for him to deal with, having to be in that battle for the podium with Aidan Neat at the end of race 2, and obviously dealing with the pressure of being in the middle of all of that. Not an easy scenario to be in, but Nikita Bedrin will start this race from pole position after his run in qualifying. And alongside him on the grid will be Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Now, I dropped a bit of a bombshell just a moment ago by suggesting that Andrea Kimi Antonelli could win the title if he wins this race. How is that possible? Well, he currently leads the championship with a 51-point advantage over Taylor Barnard with 100 points remaining. There are 25 points available for the victory. So if Antonelli were to win this race and Taylor Barnard would not score, then Kimi Antonelli would take a lead in the championship of 76 points with 75 available at Yas Marina. So all Antonelli has to do, I say all he has to do, but that's a big ask. If Antonelli wins this race and Taylor Barnard fails to score points, then Kimi Antonelli will be champion before we even touch down in Abu Dhabi. There's a big amount of pressure on him for that. Now, it'll be in the back of his mind a little bit. He's got plenty of time. He doesn't need to win the title today. He can get it done in Yas Marina a week from now. We'll just have to see what plays out and how it all comes together. He's got to overtake the man in pole position on the grid for a starter. Nikita Bedrin for the PHM Racing team will want to maximise this opportunity and work his way forward into a race-winning position. Not going to be easy to predict how he'll do it, but if anybody's going to make it happen from pole, it's going to have to be Nikita Bedrin. Kimi Antonelli second on the grid. Josh Dufek in third from Mari Boyer. Taylor Barnard goes off P5 alongside the other Mumbai Falcon, Lorenzo Flusha. Here is Rafael Kamara, who starts in 7th position on the starting grid alongside Brad Benavides in the Hyderabad Blackbirds MP car. And then the race 2 winner, Pepe Marti, will line up 9th on the grid alongside Sebastian Ugar, who did a much better job in Q2 than he did in Q1 to line himself up 10th on the grid for this one. Then Sami Megatunif and Martinius Stenshorn. Nikhil Bora still battling in the rookies fraternity, 13th on the grid alongside his teammate Tim Tramnitz. And then Tazin Devivazak and Kirill Smal from Michael Shin and Levi Revej. Sebastian Montoya and Aidan Neat really on the back burner, having had very unfortunate race seasons and unfortunate race weekends plagued by bad luck. Rafael Villa Gomez and Han Shen Yu And then Giovanni Mascio, Dan Mavlyutov and Niels Kulen lining up at the back of the grid. The last race of the year in Dubai for the Formula Regional Middle East Championship, because obviously after this there will be 3 races left at Yas Marina that will finish the season in Abu Dhabi next week. And there will be a real end-of-term atmosphere. I'm sure in the build-up to the event, the drivers will be taking in the sights and the sounds of the Yas Marina circuit. Who knows, 1 or 2 of them may go and have a play at Ferrari World. I'm almost certain that Rafael Kamara will, as a Ferrari Driver Academy youngster. But there's going to be some fascinating build-up to this final 4 races of the Formula Regional Middle East Championship. There are 100 points available, 25 for the win, 4 times over. 51 points is the gap between Antonelli and Barnard. 1 more win for Antonelli and no points for Barnard will give the Italian stallion the 2023 championship title. No pressure, Kimi. There's no rush. You've got plenty of opportunities to win. So it'll be fascinating to see how it all plays out. Do please keep your messages and your comments coming in. They're all very appreciated. Aditya wants to know, are Nikhil and Akshay Bora brothers? They are indeed. Nikhil is the elder, Akshay is the younger. And they are very close. Incredible to see that they continue to motivate each other and push each other forward. But Akshay Bora, having had a brilliant run in F4 to finish off his weekend, will now get to hope that his brother does a very similar sort of job to move himself up the order as well. But it will be a fascinating challenge as the drivers are now gearing up, ready for the final race of the weekend. And race 3, Formula Regional Middle East 2023, race 12. Last couple of countdowns underway. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually hoping that the title does go all the way to Yas Marina. Not to take anything away from the efforts of Andrea Kimi Antonelli and the Mumbai Falcons, but it would be very, very exciting to see the title declared on the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi. A fabulous racetrack. We all love going there. And I have to say, these 2 race circuits, Dubai and Abu Dhabi, have been incredibly warm and inviting. Every time I've come to these circuits, I've been treated to nothing but the very best welcome. Sometimes the welcomes are even more appreciative and the treatment is even better than some of the circuits back home in the UK. But wonderful to see that these guys have a massive passion for racing. They want to work. They want to showcase world-class motor racing in only the way that these passionate motorsport aficionados can. So the track is clear. And we're ready to go around on our formation lap. The last formation lap of the season, hopefully, in Dubai. Hopefully we won't get a false lap and go around again. And then, of course, we will head to the final 3 races in Yas Marina. But is this going to be the race where the title is decided? Nikita Bedrin's not moving initially. He does get going, but he doesn't need that kind of pressure. So he will be allowed to start from pole position. But that was a bit of a scare for Nikita Bedrin. And there's another car moving down the field, not moving, I should say, down the field. But now they are. Thank goodness for that. So here's the grid. Nikita Bedrin and Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Pole position for the PHM. Second for the championship leader. Josh Dufek and Mari Boyer will share the second row of the starting grid. And it's Taylor Barnard fighting to keep his title alive with Lorenzo Flusha alongside him. Row 4 of the grid is Rafael Kamara and Brad Benavides from the United States. And row 5 sees Pepe Marti, race 2 winner, alongside Sebastian Ogier for MP. Then Sami Megatuniv and Martini Stenchon, the Frenchman and the Norwegian. Row 7 of the grid sees Nikhil Bora alongside his teammate Tim Tramnitz, the Singaporean and the German. Tazanapol Interfivazak for Pinnacle and Kirill Smal for the Mumbai Falcons. Row 9 sees Michael Shin of Korea beside Levente Revej of Hungary. And rounding out the top 20, Sebastian Montoya and Aidan Neat, 2 talents who should be at least 10 places further up the grid. Rafael Villagomez and Han Shen Yu share row 11. Then it's Giovanni Mascio and Dan Mavlyutov on the 12th row. And at the back of the grid, it is the Dutch talent Niels Kulen for Pinnacle. Obviously, there are 3 cars missing from the fray. Wang Zhongwei is no longer racing in Formula Regional Middle East for the rest of this season. He has taken up a residence in Asian Le Mans for the rest of the year. So he's still in the paddock. He's just decided to change cars for the remainder of the season. And then the 2 high-techs, numbers 52 and 53, are missing. They were previously driven by Gabriele Mini and Luke Browning. And both drivers have elected to return to Europe to prepare for their upcoming summer campaigns, with no replacement announced in either high-tech car. So the drivers bidding to get themselves into position then, warming up the tyres and brakes, trying to get themselves into the best possible frame of mind mentally, and obviously to prepare the car for its best shot at getting through turn 1 in the lead. Predictions, please. Can Antonelli get it done again? Will there be an interesting battle to see how things progress? A fascinating situation. But are we going to get to see a victory for Kimi Antonelli? If Taylor Barnard fails to score and Andrea Kimi Antonelli wins the race, he becomes champion. It's a long shot because Taylor Barnard is very good indeed on this circuit. Can always seem to put himself back into the top 5. And he's scored 2 podiums this weekend already. But the last time we came to Dubai, 3rd position on the grid, 3rd position did not come Taylor Barnard's way in race 3. He was out of the race. If that were to happen again, with Andrea Kimi Antonelli bagging the pole position and getting the victory, this title fight would already be won. The final cars make their way to the starting grid. Into position. And now we are ready for an exciting battle in front. Nikita Bedrin on the right of your screen. Andrea Kimi Antonelli on the left of your screen. When the green flag flies, as it does now on the back of the grid, we are going to get ready to go racing here at Dubai for the 3rd and last race of the weekend in Formula Regional Middle East. We're racing in Dubai. A good start from Bedrin. No problems putting across on Antonelli. He's going to carry the strength of his teammate alongside him on the starting grid. It's going to be a very active charge forward. And already there's going to be a run from around the outside from Josh Dufek, who's going to get there. And so too is Taylor Barnard, is he? Barnard trying to run all the way around the outside and get alongside his teammates. It's going to be Bedrin, Dufek and Antonelli. Barnard can't get quite past. But the PHM twins have got ahead of Antonelli. That is great news as far as the PHM team is concerned. Antonelli drifting on the curb a little bit there. That got very close indeed for comfort. So the field works its way through on the opening laps. And a very exciting charge forward. As now the time is ticking and it's up to Antonelli to try and work himself back into a winning position. But he doesn't have to win this race. He can go for the title in Yas Marina. He just wants to score as many points as he possibly can from this encounter. But it's Bedrin who leads Dufek, Antonelli, Barnard. And in 5th position, is that still Boyer? No, it is Lorenzo Flusha who's got past his countryman. And Rafael Camara is already trying to pull out the big guns to move into 7th place in front of Benavides. He's managed to hold on to that as the rest of the field knits its way through. Big battles, big drama all the way through Formula Regional Middle East. Is that going to be a move on the inside from one of the pinnacles? That's Pepe Marti trying to get back on terms with one of the race GP cars, I do believe. But still they squabble around. Nikhil Bora and Tim Tramnitz having a good mix in the midfield there with Martinius Stenshorn, I think it is. So far so good. Kept it clean on the first lap, everybody. That's what we wanted to see. Either still putting in an excellent show. Prepared to go wheel to wheel, but giving each other the room they need. And that's Megatunif and Ugar having a nice little duel, the two teammates, as they run behind Brad Benavides, their stablemate. And that's Tazin de Vuvazak trying to come around the long way. Montoya going up the inside of Levi Revege. And as they come off the final turn, it's Bedrin, Dufek, Barnard now in front of Antonelli. Where did Barnard get into 3rd? We were so busy watching the midfield that we didn't see Taylor Barnard get into 3rd place past Antonelli. Meanwhile, the dive through to the first corner. That is Bora trying to take on Pepe Marti for 10th position, the final point. But as they came across the line, the 3 PHM drivers are now 1, 2 and 3. Antonelli is down to 4th. We're so busy looking at the midfield, we haven't really seen where Barnard got the move on Antonelli. But certainly that is going to put pay to Kimi Antonelli wrapping up the title today. Barnard finishes ahead of Antonelli, then the title rumbles on to Yas Marina. and it could suddenly turn on its head with the psychological upper hand the PHM trio have over Kimi Antonelli. Who knows, they could turn the tables. Bedrin leads, Dufek second. Oh, and that's Han Chen Yu on the main straight. That's going to be a safety car every day of the week. There's absolutely no way that that isn't going to be a safety car incident, as up the inside, battling through to go wheel to wheel there. That is Martinius Stenshorn dueling with Pepe Marti. But we're almost certainly going to go safety car here because Han Chen Yu is in bits on the main straight. The drivers just racing their way around to get themselves back at the end of the lap. So through comes Nikhil Bora, having got through. That's Martinius Stenshorn behind Marti, and then Stenshorn holding up the trio. Trying to go through on the far side. And there's the yellow flags, there's the safety car board. So the teams will all be told safety car is out, and that is absolutely the right decision. So there is the safety car that will pick up the field at turn 1. And it's the trio of PHMs, 1, 2 and 3. Bedrin, Dufek and Barnard. Antonelli is 4th ahead of Flusha and Boya. Benavides 7th and Kamara in 8th. And it looks like there's more than one car involved actually. Oh no, that is Han Chen Yu. I thought it was on the main straight. It's not, it's further round the course. But I thought I saw grid hatchings on the road, which is why I thought it was on the main straight, but it's not. Han Chen Yu does not appear to be terribly happy there. He's taking off his helmet and balaclava to the right of your picture, but he is not happy. Feels as though he's been put out of the race by another driver, clearly. That's why I thought it was the main straight, because you can see the grid hatchings painted on the road, but it's well off on the runoff area. And the safety car is out. And hopefully that'll be a very quick clean-up job, because he's not that far away from a marshal's post, actually, so that shouldn't take too long to clean up. What it does mean, though, is that it's Bedrin, Dufek and Barnard, the PHM trio, eclipsing the podium right now, and that would definitely keep the title rumbling on to Yas Marina. So that would mean that there would be absolutely no championship title won today. So, a fascinating situation. But the competitors are running very close together now as they run behind the safety car. 28 minutes plus the additional lap is the duration of a Formula Regional Middle East race. At least we got race 2 without incident, without drama, without safety car. And that really was a pure race to the flag. It was nice to see how that one played out, with the victory for Pepe Marti in front of Lorenzo Flusha. And then Taylor Barnard inheriting 3rd position in the closing stages. The safety crew are heading down there with the low loader. We saw that a brief moment ago. And so it won't be long before this incident is cleared and racing is returned. So let's see how this one all plays out in the final race of the day. So a fascinating scenario for all of the contenders to compete against here. The battle is going to be raging right the way through in fantastic fashion here on the course. So for those of you who've just joined us, we're under safety car conditions here in the Formula Regional Middle East Championship, race 3 from Dubai. And we're under safety car conditions thanks to the accident that took out Han Chen Yu. And his car is being recovered by the safety teams. And it's going to be at least one more lap before his car is recovered. So we are under safety car. The order at the moment is Nikita Bedrin leading the race in front of Joshua Dufek and Taylor Barnard, with Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Lorenzo Flusha next up in position. Then Mari Boya, Brad Benavides, Rafael Kamara, Martinius Stenshorn, Pepe Marti, Nikhil Bora, Sami Megatunif and Townsend de Vivazak from Kirill Smal and Sebastian Ugar, from Tim Tramnitz and Michael Shin, and then Sebastian Montoya ahead of Levi Revej and Aidan Neat, Rafael Villa Gomez, Niels Kulin, Dan Mavliutov and Giovanni Mascio. And there is the safety team recovering Han Chen Yu's car, and as you can see, a really exciting and intense battle as the field is ready to go back to battle once again. We're going to see how it all plays out, but we're under safety car conditions, as you can see, and with 20 minutes plus the additional lap still to go, the fans are really enjoying the atmosphere here at the Formula Regional Middle East Championship. Any opportunity to get in the limelight But the drivers are going to put on the spectacle here to put themselves at the forefront of an amazing spectacle. Just playing devil's advocate here, the PHM trio are trying to keep this championship fight going as long as humanly possible. They want this to go to the end of the season at Yas Marina a week from now, and we are very much in a good position to do that if we stay as we are. Bedrin from Dufek and Barnard, and if they stay in front of Antonelli, then this championship will not be won today. It will be won a week from now in Yas Marina. And I, for one, would love to see the title won at the final weekend rather than a week early. 19.5 minutes to go under safety car conditions here, but it's not going to be too long before we battle away in position. So an excellent run is expected when this race gets going again. But can Bedrin hold on in front of Dufek? And can they both hang on in front of their team leader, Taylor Barnard? So let's see how this one all finishes up. A really exciting challenge and a great spectacle in this final race of the weekend. Oh, is that the safety car lights out? It is indeed. Safety car lights are out. We're going racing this time around. Nikita Bedrin knows it. Now, how about this for a tough battle? You've got PHM Squadron 1, 2 and 3 with the Mumbai Falcons at very close quarters range behind them. So you can bet that Bedrin, Dufek and Barnard will be on team radio. Falcons at 12 o'clock. Right in behind them at the moment. I should say, really, if we're talking aeroplane speak, it's actually Falcons at 6 o'clock. They're right behind them. Now Bedrin's gone for it. But he's got the cushion of two teammates between himself and Antonelli. So this is perfect for the team from PHM Racing. Watch out, guys. There's a cast of Falcons at 6 o'clock and they're coming after you. But Bedrin's got a good restart. So is Dufek, so is Barnard. And it looks as though it's going to be the PHM trio. 1, 2 and 3 as they come off the final turn. And for the last 18 minutes in Dubai, it's green, 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 green. And we are in race 3 mode under race flag conditions again. So, back to race mode. And Boyer is already shaking off the attentions of his teammate, Brad Benavides. Apparently, they ended up having a little bit of a quarrel at the end of one of the races in Kuwait. So, there's going to be no love lost between these two. And Boyer is going to try and hold this in front of Benavides, who just drives around the outside. So, Benavides picks off Mari Boyer from around the outside and picks off the overtake. Oh, Boyer's not going to be terribly happy about that because he'll feel that Benavides was off the racetrack to make that move happen. Meanwhile, Pepe Marti struggling this time, having won race 2 at a canter, is now really struggling to hold the car in one place. So Bedrin leads, and looking good for the rookie win as well. He's had a lot of bad luck this year, Nikita Bedrin, but he's also had a couple of incidents over the course of the year as well. Here's Barnard having a look at Josh Dufek. He comes out and goes for the move for second place. Dufek is not going to give him too much space. Whatever you do, don't take out your teammate. And Barnard, very determined. I need to get past Josh. I need to keep this title fight alive. Can you please ask him to get out of the way? Clearly there is no team order at the PHM race. And team manager Giulio Falsarolo is not going to get into these silly little tiffs between teammates. But Antonelli has well and truly dropped Flusha. Meanwhile, Kilo Smal is going wheel to wheel there with Townsend and Bubazak. He goes round the outside of him, picks off the move, and now he's going to try and make the same move on Nikhil Bora. There's a locked break in front of them. It looks as though everybody's got through. Kirill Smal keep trying to go round the outside, and he's going to make it. Tim Tramnitz is there or thereabouts, but Nikhil Bora is the one that drifts off the road and lets Kirill Smal go. Now he's got to protect from Townsend and Bubazak, who's now coming round the outside himself. And Inthra Bubazak gets there. Round the final bend around the outside. Great move from the tie. And now Barnard really is hunting down his teammate. He's going to go the long way round. Dufek will not let it happen. Oh, maybe there is a little bit of infighting within the PHM Racing team. Because Dufek is determined not to let Taylor Barnard get through. And as a result, Nikita Bedrin is just scampering away into the distance. Antonelli still there in fourth. Then Flusha, Benavides, Boyer, Kamara, Sten, Sean and Marty. But that inter-team squabble is definitely going to take away from the victory. Nikita Bedrin now looking pretty certain and smooth up in the lead. Meanwhile, side by side, Kirill Smal still making friends out there on the course as he goes wheel to wheel with Sami Megatuniv. Bedrin has pulled clear. Barnard will try again on Dufek, but he's coming from quite a way back. Meanwhile, fourth position. There's still some good battles all the way down the field. As Kirill Smal goes wheel to wheel with Sami Megatuniv again. Watch for Fivazak round the outside. And there's a spin. That's one of the Mumbai Falcons going around. Is that Kamara? Is that Kamara spinning? I think Rafael Kamara has just spun. The Brazilian facing the wrong way. And now he's got to try and get that car going again as Kirill Smal continues to hustle Megatuniv and drifts off the road in the process. There's Flusha battling away with Brad Benavides. And this is for fifth position between the two. Benavides is determined. He wants to go around the far side and pick the move off. Meanwhile, Nikhil Bora is still dueling, this time with Pepe Marti. Oh no, that's Taz into Fivazak, my apologies. So he's still going wheel to wheel with into Fivazak. What's happened to Kamara? Did he get going again? That's going to be the key question now. But Bedrin leads. Dufek second, Barnard third, then Antonelli, Flusha and Benavides. Tough race for Boya. And Stenshorn is now up to 8th in front of Marti and Megatuniv thanks to the spin from Rafael Kamara. And as they head down the straight, we've got a great battle on the pit straight. That's going to be Michael Shin making his move on the inside of Sebastian Ugar. And Sebastian Montoya wants a piece of this as well. So Michael Shin goes for broke on the inside with Ugar. Not a lot of room to negotiate. They both go off the road. Montoya's going to split them. And it looks as though he's going to try and take Levi Revege with him. So Montoya does indeed slot in behind Michael Shin as they work their way through in Sector 1. Sebastian Montoya just trying to get close enough to Michael Shin to challenge, but up the inside comes Levi Revege. The Hungarian slots in and makes the overtaking move his own. Now the top four you can see have spread out a little bit. Bedrin, Dufek, Barnard and Antonelli. A little bit of debris there on the main straight. Not entirely sure what that is. As Lorenzo Flusha is trying to shake off Brad Benavides. They go down the straight together. Now hopefully everybody has managed to avoid that little bit of debris as Montoya tries to shake off Levi Revege and get a little bit closer to Michael Shin. And Aidan Neat finds himself in between a rock and a hard place there and somehow gets through before all of them. Excellent work. Now Taz and the Vivazak still hanging on in front of the 47 of Nikhil Bora. Still these two duel away for position. 12 minutes and 20 seconds left of this race, plus the additional lap that comes after it, of course. And Sebastian Montoya really wants to make light work of Levi Revege. So it's going to be a tricky one. Out of the braking zone. Turn in, lock up, and get a better run off the corner. Oh, and there's a car stationary in the middle of the road! What on earth has happened there? As into the wall goes one of the high-techs. That's got to be Dan Mavlyutov. There was a car stationary right in the middle of the road. Nothing anybody could do to avoid it. Mavlyutov ends up in the wall. And that's surely going to be a safety car. Well, the car that stopped has got going again. It looked to me like one of the Hyderabad Blackbird MP cars. But I couldn't see which one it was as Townsend Vivazak continues the duel with Nikhil Bora and Tim Tramnitz. Now, who is it that was stationary? I think it might have been one of the MP cars. Most likely Sami Megatuniv. And there is Dan Mavlyutov clambering out of the car. He had absolutely no chance to get out of the way. Let's look at it. And as we came into shot, look, Magatuniv's car is stationary in the middle of the road. There's nothing anybody can do except pick a way to go. Mavlyutov does his best. Bang! Totally blameless. You can't throw the book at Mavlyutov for that. Tried everything he could to stop the car in time. And unfortunately, he just ploughed straight into the wall. You've really got to feel for Dan Mavlyutov. There was nothing he could do about that. When you come round a hairpin and you've got a car in the middle of the road and you're already getting onto the acceleration up to speed, you've got no chance. As Revege duels with Michael Shin around the final couple of corners of Sector 1. Dueling away down the back straight. He's got him. Round the outside. Good run from Levi Revege. Dueling now with Michael Shin. So they continue battling away for position. But still, they make good work of it. They come through down to the hairpin once again. And there you are. Looks like safety car boards are going out. Yes, indeed. Safety car boards out on the course. So Bedrin, Dufek and Barnard will continue in 1, 2 and 3. Safety car is out again. That's going to be to remove Dan Mavlyutov's car. It's not far away from anything. As you can see there, sitting on the pit wall on the left there, that is Giulio Falsarolo, who is the team manager at PHM Racing here in the Formula Regional Middle East Championship. Well, at least Dan Mavlyutov is okay. That's the main thing. Han Chen-Yu is out. Dan Mavlyutov is out. But fortunately, both drivers are okay. And certainly in Mavlyutov's case, that could have been horrific. Thank goodness he spotted the stationary car of Samu Megatunev in good time to save himself from colliding with his car. Unfortunately, he was already dusty on that part of the course. He couldn't save himself from the wall. Totally not Mavlyutov's fault at all. Nothing he could do about that. You've got no time to react when you're already on the throttle. So, a big issue. And that could have been a very, very nasty situation indeed. But thank goodness, everybody is okay. So, the safety car will hold us for another lap or so. But then we will be able to go racing. I think we could squeeze about 3 laps out of this race. There's the replay of it again. But Mavlyutov has no chance whatsoever to get out of that one. There's the PHM team watching it. And obviously the frustration knowing that, well, we've got another safety car there. That's obviously making the tensions and the palpitations and the heartbeat and the adrenaline all accelerate for the PHM team. Not an easy situation for their 3 drivers. Knowing how tough the racing is between these 3 at the best of times, they've now got to endure a little bit more pressure, a little bit more tension, as Bedrin's big lead disappears. So now a chance reignites for Antonelli in 4th place. A chance reignites for Barnard in 3rd place. They really want to get a win under their belt. Dufek has done so on the road. It was taken away under a technicality. Barnard inherited that win and then got another of his own in Q8. So Bedrin is the only member of the PHM team to not cross the line at the end of a race in 1st position. And he's currently in 1st position. So clearly the determination to do that is higher than ever. The 3 PHM cars, you can tell who's who based on the colour of the halo. The orange halo belongs to Nikita Bedrin, the blue one belongs to Joshua Dufek, and the white one belongs to Taylor Barnard. That's how you can tell the cars apart if you can't quite make out the numbers. But this looks like it's going to be a fairly quick job on the safety car. The low loader has already picked the car up. So the safety car is currently out on the circuit. And look, it is gesturing to the cars, get off the racetrack, follow me onto the outside section of the course, so that we don't drive too close to the low loader. And I have to say that's very intelligent and smart work from the officials there to get well out of the path of the low loader. We've seen, haven't we, in the past, too many near misses and certainly too many catastrophic incidents where we've taken the gamble and it hasn't been worth the gamble at all. So good work from the officials there. 1, 2, 3 are PHM, 4 and 5 are Mumbai Falcons, 6 and 7 are the Hyderabad Blackbirds MP. So a great opportunity to see how these cars continue in the battle. A really exciting situation. So if you've only just joined us, we are under safety car conditions here at Dubai Autodrome with just under 7 minutes to go, roughly, because obviously you've got 6 minutes of time plus the additional lap that comes after this one. The safety car is holding the field, but as you can see, Mavlyutov's car has already been recovered by the team with the low loader, so we should be able to go racing again at the end of this lap. It's Nikita Bedrin that leads the race in front of his teammates Joshua Dufek and Taylor Barnard, with Andrea Kimi Antonelli in 4th position in front of his teammate Lorenzo Flusha in P5. So it looks as though that's the way it's going to stay until we go racing again. The safety car may well peel into the pits at the end of this lap. And when we'll have probably, I would say, another 3 to 4 laps maximum of racing still to continue. Safety is what matters in these situations. And obviously you've got to make sure that everybody is safe and sound on the restart. So, Nikita Bedrin leading Joshua Dufek and Taylor Barnard. Antonelli, Flusha, Boya, Benavides, Stenshorn, Marti and Smal. And those are the point scorers as it currently stands. Nikhil Bora has worked very hard indeed to get himself into 11th place. Just one away from a championship point. Indovizak is 12th in front of Tramnitz and Revej. And then it's Shin, Montoya, Neat, Villa Gomez, Ugar, Mastio, Kulin, Kamara and Megatunev. With Mavanyutov and Hahn out of the race. There go the lights! The lights are out on the safety car. So we're going to go racing this time by. Good work from the safety crew. They only kept us out on the road for 2 laps by my maths. Safety car in this lap, so we're going to get a little bit of a sprint to the flag now. 4 minutes plus some change, and the additional lap is all we're going to get to decide things here in Dubai. And Nikita Bedrin could become the 6th different race winner in Dubai this season. So far, we've had 5 different winners. Dino Beganovic in race 1, round 1. Nikhil Bora, round 1, race 2. Mari Boya, round 1, race 3. Andrea Kimi Antonelli, round 4, race 1. Pepe Marti, round 4, race 2, earlier this morning. Can Nikita Bedrin make it 6 different winners in Dubai from the 6 races we've run? Waiting for Nikita Bedrin to drop the hammer. Looks like he has, and he's done it perfectly. Got a good start over Dufek and Barnard. Doesn't have to panic too much about this on the restart. Can Nikita Bedrin hold this through the final turn and onto the main straight? Looking good. And the PHM boys are 1, 2 and 3. And one more time, it's green, 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 green. Here we go racing again in Dubai. Down the main straight. No problems at all for Nikita Bedrin. And already there's a challenge as Mari Boya shapes up the opportunity to go for Lorenzo Flusha. And Taylor Barnard is hustling Josh Dufek into turn 1. Up the inside, that looks like Bora trying to shake off the machinations of Indrovizak. So some great battles already. Everybody knows with only 3 minutes left, you may as well go for it. Go gung-ho. Dufek holds on to second in front of Barnard. Bedrin is able to run at the lead of the race without too many dramas or issues, as Pepe Marti is going to lose ground here to the fast-charging Martinius Stenshaw, who gets back on the inside. Kirill Smal is trying to make the bid. Nikhil Bora is in the mix there as well. Dufek is having to move to cover the line to fend off from the feisty Taylor Barnard in 3rd position. So back onto the back straight we go. 2.5 minutes, and look, Dufek is determined to get 2nd place. He does not want to concede to his teammate. Bedrin up front looks good for the lead and for the win. But Taylor Barnard is going to out-accelerate his teammate to the corner. Can he get there before his teammate does? They lock up. They're going to have a big problem. Antonelli's going to split them. Antonelli through into 3rd. Kimi Antonelli. This is perfect. Oh, and there's problems. Problems. 2 cars are coming together there. That's Brad Benavides, I think. Oh, and Barnard and Antonelli bang wheels. No, sorry, that's Dufek. And as a result, Barnard has slipped back through on Antonelli. Barnard is in a 2nd. Antonelli and Dufek are going wheel to wheel. Dufek comes through into 3rd place past Antonelli and creeps through into 3rd position. Now, if we've got collisions at the hairpin, we might go safety car again, and that could be how it finishes. So that was critical for Barnard to get into 2nd place past Dufek. And as a result, we've got 1 car stationary. That looks to me like Brad Benavides. So as Nikita Bedrin comes through and across the line, safety car again, and that's how it's going to end. Wow. The safety car board comes out for the 3rd time. And walking away from the scene, a disgruntled Brad Benavides, not happy in the slightest. But Brad Benavides is out, and it looks as though Stenshorn and Revenge have had their problems too on this lap. They got caught up in it. Well, big drama and big problems for Brad Benavides, for Martinius Stenshorn, and for Levi Revej, the 2 RAce GP drivers. They drop to the back of the field, but what it means for us is that we don't get the sprint race finish that we were hoping for, because the safety car comes out to catch Nikita Bedrin. And I'm sorry to say, there is very little we can do about that. But Taylor Barnard absolutely steals a 2nd place to keep his title fight alive. That is such a big moment in this championship for Taylor Barnard. He'll pick up a 2nd place finish, while Kimi Antonelli will have to settle for 4th. So that means a gain of 6 points from Taylor Barnard. Kimi Antonelli will not win the championship title today. Taylor Barnard will close the gap instead. And the gap will go down from 51 points to 45. With 75 available at Yas Marina. All it takes is one good qualifying for Barnard and one bad one for Antonelli. And this championship will transform on a turn of a dial. Nikita Bedrin, though, is going to survive to take his first win of the season as we watch Brad Benavidez' car being recovered. Time has run out. They won't clear that before the end of this lap, so we won't get a final flying lap of racing. And the race will finish behind the safety car. The moral of the story is, calm down and you'll get some racing laps in. If you don't, well, the whole race team, the whole race grid suffers. Sebastian Montoya, yet again, unable to squeeze that car into the top 10. And this is not the Sebastian Montoya we know. He is such a good race driver. He was the winner, first time out as a rookie, this time last year in Yas Marina. So, how is it that that high-tech car is so far off the pace compared to where it should be? It doesn't make any sense at all. When you put really talented drivers like Jack Crawford, Gabriele Mini, Luke Browning, Sebastian Montoya and Dan Mavyutov behind the wheel, they should be able to do more with their cars than they have been. It's a shame they haven't been able to do it, really. And that mystery is going to be one that's very tough to unpick. But certainly Bedrin, Barnard and Dufek are going to claim a PHM washout of the podium. The safety car will come through at the end of this lap, and it will lead them round for one more. And that will be the final lap, and it will end under safety car. The PHM Racing PR team must be having kittens right now. First, second and third. Although it's very clear that there is a little bit of war going on between the teammates at PHM. Dufek was very determined to keep Taylor Barnard behind him. And was even very nearly willing to let Antonelli go. They managed to fight their way back in front. And Taylor Barnard was able to pick up second place as a result. But that was close. That was very close. Nikita Bedrin, though, can breathe a sigh of relief. He's going to hang on for his first win of 2023 in Formula Regional Middle East. Not only will he pick up the win, but the 25 points that go with it, and become the 6th different race winner in Dubai this season. What a phenomenal story that is. And it just shows you how ultra-competitive Formula Regional Middle East has become as a championship. Because not only that, that means that he is going to become the 9th different race winner this season. After Dino Beganovic, Nikhil Bora, Mari Boya, Taylor Barnard, Sami Megatunev, Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Pepe Marti, the 9th one now becomes Nikita Bedrin. I don't think that's quite the way he would have wanted to win the race either. But a win is a win. There's that fabulous quotation from the Grand Prix movie, as once spoken by Yves Montand. There is no terrible way to win. There is only winning. That's the quote if you're a racing driver. And as far as Nikita Bedrin is concerned, he'll take it, and the 25 points that come with it. He will feel that this is a just effort and a just reward. So the victory will go his way, and the PHM team will soak and bask in the glory of a 1-2-3 finish. And everybody in the PHM team will be smiling broadly as they fly to their next port of call tomorrow. Of course, the teams will now pick up all of their bits and pieces and make the drive in their haulage lorries an hour and a half down the road to the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi to conclude this fabulous season. We don't have a champion yet in Formula Regional Middle East. We get to decide it at Yas Marina, and I'm very happy about it. So the lights go out ceremoniously on the safety car, and Nikita Bedrin will bring the field around to soak in the spoils of victory. It really has been a long time coming in this season for Nikita Bedrin, but he can now soak it up and he can enjoy the victory that he has richly taken here. Out of the final turn comes Nikita Bedrin to win. Brilliant race. from the youngster for the PHM team that eclipses the podium. Bedrin, Barnard and Dufek. And the team and the driver, Taylor Barnard, keep the championship flowing to Yas Marina, with Kimi Antonelli only able to come through in fourth. A great result for the PHM team. This championship isn't over yet. Not until Taylor Barnard says it's over. The PHM trio can be very happy with that. 1, 2 and 3.
Congratulations, mate.
And that is a proper domination of the podium. No matter whether you like the result or not, spare a thought for these mechanics, these engineers, these guys that are away from their homes, away from their families for about 40 days and 40 nights roughly. And they're here because they love their sport. They're here because they want to get paid. They're here because they want to race. And that's a great result for them, for the engineers, for the mechanics, for the team personnel. A 1, 2, 3 is a great result. And the PHM racing team really can soak that up and enjoy it. Richly deserved. Richly deserved. So Nikita Bedrin takes the victory in fine fashion. Second place for Taylor Barnard. Third place for Joshua Dufek. But then, of course, we're going to get to see more great racing a week from now. And it's going to be a really exciting run. So the PHM trio will have an exceptional run of performance. Nikita Bedrin picking up as much dirt on his tyres as humanly possible. The thing is, PHM have had this problem before. They've ended the race, they've come in, and then all of a sudden they realise their winner has been disqualified. That's the fate that befell Josh Dufek after race 2 in Q8 earlier this season in round 2. Deserved to win the race, drove beautifully, drove like an absolute legend, and then on a technicality it was stripped from him. Very unfortunate and very undeserving as far as the driver was concerned. So the battle ends perfectly for Nikita Bedrin. Perhaps not so for Taylor Barnard. He would have liked to win that one and take another 7 points off the tally. But the problem is you've got 3 racing drivers in that team, not 1. Every man for himself. Once you're battling in the PHM battle out on the circuit, it's clear there's no team orders in that team. As long as you don't take each other off, you can do pretty much what you like as long as it's within the rules. And clearly, the PHM trio got it right today. And they left Andrea Kimi Antonelli and the Mumbai Falcons wanting more. They'll probably get it when we go to Yas Marina. But the championship rumbles on. It's not done yet. Taylor Barnard is still in this fight. PHM are still fighting fit. We are not done, boys and girls. There are still 3 great races to come a week from now in Yas Marina. And this championship fight is going down to the wire. Taylor Barnard can be reasonably satisfied with second place. 18 points. Brings him 6 closer to the tally of Kimi Antonelli. But a great result for Nikita Bedrin. And he's happy with it. A great drive, a great result. And his first win of 2023. Nikita gets the glory, and he takes the victory in fine style here in Dubai. After the mistakes and the mishaps earlier this season, the incidents he's got into, the points he's lost, Nikita Bedrin able to walk away as a race winner at the end of race 3. An interesting battle for the 3rd race of the weekend. Andrea Kimi Antonelli with a chance, vaguely. We're racing in Dubai. A good start from Bedrin. No problems putting across on Antonelli. He's going to carry the strength of his teammate alongside him on the starting grid. It's going to be a very active charge forward. And already there's going to be a run from around the outside from Josh Dufek, who's going to get there. And the field works its way through on the opening laps. And a very exciting charge forward. As now the time is ticking and it's up to Antonelli to try and work himself back away. Montoya going up the inside of Levi Revege. And as they come off the final, Bedrin leads. Dufek second. Oh, and that's Han Chen Yu on the main car incident is up the inside. Battling through to go wheel to wheel there. Again. But can Bedrin hold on in front of Dufek? And can they both hang on in front of their team leader, Taylor Barnard? Is already shaking off the attentions of his teammate Brad Benavidez. Apparently they ended up having a little bit of a quarrel at the end of one of the races in Q8. So he'll feel that Benavides was off the racetrack to make that move happen. There's a locked brake in front of them. It looks as though everybody's got through. Kirill Smal keep trying to go round the outside, and he's going to make it. Tim Tramnitz down the field as Kirill Smal goes wheel to wheel with Sami Megatunev again.
It's a pole to win, and is the safety car make your win a little bit easier?
Yeah, thank you. Was a good race. The start was okay. Pulled the gap from the beginning, and then the speed was good. Also, there were like 3 safety cars, which helped me a bit, but I think even without them, I was still going to win because the speed was looking good. Want to say big thanks to the team. The season was not going so well for me. It's been really unlucky, but now finally we come back with a win, and I'm really happy with that.
Congratulations, thank you. 那刚刚呢，我是问到 Nikita 呢，他是拿到了这个从杆位发车获得冠军。我说这个安全车的出动会不会有对你有一些帮助？他说其实没有安全车的话，他一样会获胜，因为他今天的车况非常的好，他的速度也非常的快。Okay, back to you guys.
8 different winners over the course of this season. 9 if you count Joshua Dufek's run to the victory on the road in Q8 Motor Town, Race 2, Round 2. It really has been an ultra-competitive season so far in the Formula Regional Middle East Championship. And we are 12 races in now. Just 3 to go, a week from now, at the Yas Marina circuit in the nation's capital of the United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi. And the scene, of course, where many an incredible battle has played out, where the likes of Sebastian Vettel, Nico Rosberg, Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen have all claimed championship titles over the years. In the World Championship, in Formula Regional Middle East, another man is set to become champion. But is it going to be Andrea Kimi Antonelli sustaining a 45-point lead? Or can Taylor Barnard turn it around dramatically and become champion? They are the only 2 men now who can win the Formula Regional Middle East Championship. The battle for third is on between Rafael Kamara, Renzo Flusha and Mari Boya. No one else is in the hunt for the title other than the Italian stallion and the British boy wonder. What a sensational charge it is going to be to the last race of the season at Yas Marina, as everybody wants to put on a great spectacle and a great show in the last 3 races of the year. Don't forget, we're also going to have action from the F4 United Arab Emirates Championship there at Yas Marina as well. And motorsport fans who will want to stick around will obviously get to see an Asian Le Mans race battle next up. But it really has been a great weekend of contrasts and exciting races at the Dubai Autodrome. It's been a sensational battle for all of the contenders. We've had 3 different race winners this weekend, just as we did at Dubai last time as well. So the point scorers behind the top 3, Andrea Kimi Antonelli in 4th, from Lorenzo Flusha in 5th, Mari Boya in 6th, from Kirill Smal, Nigel Bora, Tim Tramnitz, and the final point going the way of Tzanopol in Prvodazak for the Pinnacle team. So, 3rd position for Joshua Dufek. This is going to be a PHM rout on the podium, as Joshua Dufek returns to the rostrum. The Swiss talent is there in 3rd. Taylor Barnard happy to get to 2nd. This championship isn't over yet. 45 points with 75 remaining. But Nikita Bedrin is a winner for the first time, and he's very happy indeed about it. The battles continue. And it looks as though the rivalry at PHM is starting to heat up as well, with 3 races still to go. There's not a great camaraderie between the 3, is there? There's tension. All 3 of them want to win, and all 3 of them are willing to push and charge to make it happen. Nikita Bedrin will lift 2 trophies, the overall win and the rookie win. A great performance from Nikita Bedrin to finish off the weekend here in Dubai. But the big headline is that Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Taylor Barnard are separated by 45 points with 75 remaining. If Antonelli beats Barnard in race 1 at Yas Marina, the championship is practically won. But Taylor Barnard will do everything he can in the next week to get under the Italian skin, to make sure that the psychological upper hand goes his way. So at PHN, it's time to get busy with the fizzy. A great run from Nikita, from Taylor and from Josh. They eclipse the podium and they keep the championship fight going. 1 more week. From Feline Wang, from myself, Jake Stanson, and the whole crew bringing you the coverage of the Formula Regional Middle.
Yes, it's me. And no, it's not cricket. But it's the same energy. It's not between the runs, but the laps. It's not between two teams, but many to come. It's not just between the players, but also their machines. Sweat, not in the jerseys, but in their gears. It's about the race this time. Show up to cheer for Amchi Mumbai. Yes, it's me. And no, it's not cricket.